Now it's time to learn a little about blackjack. Blackjack is one of the most popular card games in America today. The object of the game is to reach a point count total of as close to 21 as is possible without going over. Now I'm going to show you the cards. Blackjack is typically played with 8 decks of cards, but each deck is the same as the one before it. Every deck of cards has 4 suits in it: hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. We look at the cards to make certain all the cards are present: ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. That is, each suit has each of those cards in it. So we check all the cards to make certain they're all present, and then the dealer will check the back to make certain there's no blemishes. It's important to remember that in a game of blackjack, there's 13 cards per suit, but 4 of those cards have the same point count. 10, jack, queen, and king all count as a 10 value card. An ace has a point value of either 1 or 11, whichever is better for the player's hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 all have the point value imprinted on them. 10, the jack, the queen, and the king all count as 10 values. After the cards have been checked, they'll be shuffled. The dealer riffles the cards several times and then washes them. This is done until all the decks have been intermixed. Washing the deck of cards is taking the cards and just making sure that they're intermixed. This is also known as a shimmy shuffle for the game of chemin de fer, where the players at the game many years ago would help the dealers shuffle the cards, if you can believe that. Once the dealer has intermixed the cards, they'll collect them and continue on with the shuffle. This is just the beginning. A shuffle at the casino will take a few minutes. The dealer is going to give you a cut card, and you get to put it in the shuffled decks of cards wherever you would like. It has to be, about half a deck or more, either from the front or from the back. So take the cut card and put it in anywhere you would like. The dealer will then accept the cut and put in what is known as the cushion. That's so you don't run out of cards during the course of play. Reload the shoe, burn a card, and we are ready. Any blackjack table in America will have up to 7 betting spots. This table has 6 betting spots. It's important to know what to do when you receive your cards, because the dealer cannot take verbal commands. We have to take what is known as hand signals. When you get your 2 cards, if you want to draw an additional card when the dealer gets to your hand, merely tap the table or give a scratching motion. This shows the dealer that you intend to receive an additional card. If you do not want any more cards, or you don't want to draw any cards to start with, you would wave your hand. That means go past me to the next player. Each color at the blackjack table has a different value. The white chips are worth $1 a piece. The red chips are worth $5 a piece. The green chips are worth $25 a piece. The black chips are worth $100 apiece. The purple chips are worth $500 apiece. These are pretty standard gaming colors for the gaming checks. Each stack of chips has 20 chips in it, no matter what color it is. Now, let's talk about buying in. Buying in is exchanging your hard-earned money for gaming chips. You're going to put down your money on the table. The dealer will count it out, announce the total, money change 100. In this instance, he'll be giving you one stack of red chips. Remember, each red chip is $5 a piece. You're getting a stack of 20. That equals 5 times 20 equals 100. After he gets the approval to send it out, he'll take your money and drop it in the drop box. You will make a wager on 2 betting spots, if that's what you want to do. You don't have to. You can bet 1 betting spot, but for illustration's sake, we'll use 2. The dealer deals cards to those 2 betting spots. Now both you and the dealer have 2 cards. You have a decision to make. You can either stand, which means take no more cards, or you can draw a card to try to increase your point total. In order to draw a card, you tap the table. In order to stand, you would wave. Typically, this hand would draw a card. The ace equals a 1 or an 11. With a 6, that makes a point total of either 7 or 17. That's what the dealer will be saying to you. You have 7 or 17. You have a decision to make. Do you want to draw another card? Most people in this case would. The dealer will then give you another card. The 4 plus the 7 is 11, but the 4 plus the 17 equals 21, which is a very good hand. So here you would stand. The dealer would go to your next hand. 6 and 4 is 10. You would tap the table to draw an additional card. The dealer will announce the new point total. 10 plus 5 equals 15. They would tap the table, trying to beat the dealer's hand. 20. You're not going to get much better than that. So you would wave off. It is now time for the dealer to expose their hole card. The hole card is the card that was placed underneath. The dealer has a 20. The point total here is 20, and the dealer has a 20. Neither hand wins, neither hand loses. That's called a push. The dealer will tap the table in front of your hand. The dealer will then go to the next betting spot. 21 beats a 20. This hand wins and gets paid. Doubling down is doubling your amount of money wagered on this hand in order to increase your point total with only 1 more card. In other words, you cannot keep hitting this hand. If the card that comes out doesn't make you happy, that's unfortunate. In order to double down, you're going to place a chip alongside of your original bet. Don't put it on top, they might think you're cheating. Place your chip next to your original bet and tell the dealer you're going to double down. He'll draw 1 card out of the shoe and place it sideways. That's to signify to the surveillance cameras and to the supervisor that this is a double down hand. Now we're going to go to the next hand. Here you have a pair of 8s. You can split this hand. A split is putting up the exact same amount of a wager in order to have 2 separate hands going at the same time. The point totals of the 2 cards have to be identical, but remember that any 10, Jack, Queen, or King, has the same point value. So yes, you can split a 10 of hearts and a King of clubs. Here we have a pair of 8s. Split, we now have an 18 on the first hand. You would wave off here, and the dealer would move to the second hand automatically. Here we have a 12. The player would tap the table, signifying they want to draw an additional card on this hand. That's a 20. Now let's see what the dealer has. It's time for the dealer to expose their hole card. The hole card is the card that is underneath the uppermost card. The dealer has a 17. It is time to pay the winners. With all the winners being paid, we collect the cards and get prepared for the next hand. Place your bets. You'll get ready for the next hand. The dealer on the game has no options. They can't decide to hit or decide not to hit. They have to play the game according to the strict house rules, which are literally written right on the layout. The dealer must draw to 16 and stand on all 17s. So that means if an ace is involved, the dealer would stand on a 6 and an ace. That's a 7 or a 17, and the dealer has no choice. Blackjacks are a 10 value card and an ace on your original 2 cards. If you're lucky enough to get a blackjack, you're going to get paid at odds of 3 to 2. For every 2 that you wager, you're going to win 3. Here we have a 20 against the dealer's 5. It's possible to split this hand, but many players won't. They consider the 20 a good enough hand, and if they split, they don't know what they're going to get. They could only increase their point value by 1 spot, but they could decrease both hands and have 2 pretty bad hands instead of 1 really good one. 13 against the dealer's 5. The theory is the dealer having a high value card because there's 4 10 value cards per suit. So there's more 10 value cards than anything else. If I have a 15, I'm going to have to hit this hand, and chances are that I'm going to break. So the player on this situation would probably stand. The dealer turns their hole card. 11. Well, it wasn't a high card. 13. 15. The dealer has 18.